What if you never had to pull out your phone again? Ever. Today, we're going to dive into a new piece of tech called Palm OS, and its goal is, well, it's to do exactly that. The idea, turn your own body into the screen. So let's unpack how this is all supposed to work. Seriously, just think about it for a second. How many times a day are we all just heads down, scrolling away, completely disconnected from what's happening right in front of us? Well, that's the exact problem that a new wave of tech is trying to tackle. It's challenging this whole idea that we have to be chained to these little glowing rectangles in our hands. So what's the alternative? I mean, this slide lays it out perfectly, right? On the left, you've got that familiar dance we all do. Pull the phone out, unlock it, hunt for the app, tap it. But on the right, that's the vision for Palm OS. And it's just so much simpler. You just clench your fist to turn it on and unclench to turn it off. It's all about getting rid of those annoying little steps to make it totally seamless.
And that idea, that barrier-free interface, that's really the heart of what Palm OS is promising. So let's dig in and see what this thing actually is.
Okay, so the core concept is, it's pretty simple, but also kind of revolutionary. Instead of carrying a computer around, the goal is for you to basically be the computer, or, well, at least the interface for it. By projecting everything right onto your body, that physical phone just gets taken right out of the picture.
And this quote from the founder, David DeVere, just nails the ambition of this project. It's all about immediacy, right? When there's nothing to hold, nothing to unlock, your digital life stops being this separate thing you have to go get. The whole point is for it to feel like a natural part of you.
All right, I know, this all sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. So how on earth is it supposed to actually work? Well, the system is built on what they call a 3-layer architecture. And this really helps break down how all the pieces connect.
So here's the key thing to get. This doesn't actually replace your phone. Your phone is still part of the equation. So layer 1, that's your smartphone. It just stays in your pocket, doing all the processing, all the heavy lifting. Then you've got layer 2, the Palm Band you wear on your wrist. That's the gadget that does the projecting and the sensing. And all that creates layer 3, the interactive screen that just appears on your body for you to see and touch.
So let's zoom in on that Palm Band, because it's really the heart of the whole system. We're talking about a little module about the size of a Zippo lighter. And crammed inside, you've got a tiny high-res projector, motion and depth sensors to track what your hands are doing, haptics, so you can actually feel a little buzz when you tap something, and of course, a mic for voice commands. This little thing is basically the magic bridge between the phone in your pocket and the screen on your hand.
And this is where it gets really cool, the flexibility. It's not just stuck on your hand. You could project a quick, private notification right onto your palm. Need to read a longer email? Boom, project it onto your forearm. Sitting down? Maybe use your leg. You could even throw a map up on a wall to share with your friends. The whole idea is that the interface just adapts to whatever you need, wherever you are.
Okay, so we get the tech, but what would it actually be like to live with this thing every day? Well, the creators are really clear on this point. This is meant for the real world, for messy, social situations, not just some clean room in a lab.
And central to that real-world design is something they're calling the 3-second interaction model. The goal is simple. Most of the stuff you do should take 3 seconds or less. Checking a message, getting directions, finding out what song is playing, it should all happen in just a few seconds, so you never have to break your stride or get pulled out of the moment.
And that focus on speed is a huge part of making it socially acceptable, right? I mean, we've all seen some wearables that just look clunky or feel awkward. The whole point here is to be discreet. It's off by default. You just clench your fist to turn it on. It's designed to be totally invisible until that exact second you need it.
So to give you a really concrete example of how this might work, the company is hooking it up with their own social platform called Roar. So imagine this. You could instantly project someone's profile, get real-time AI feedback on your style, or even vote in a live poll. All of it happening right there in the palm of your hand. This is really our first look at what a real-world app could do.
And that kind of brings us to the bigger picture here, because the vision for Palm OS isn't just to make one cool gadget. No, the idea is to build an entire new platform that other developers can then build on top of.
And they've actually got a roadmap all laid out. Phase 1 is just a mobile app, something to let people try out the interface and the gestures. Then they move to Phase 2, building the actual Palm Band hardware prototype. And the final goal, Phase 3, is a full-blown ecosystem launch, complete with AI and commerce features. It really shows they're in this for the long haul. They're not just building a device, they're building that platform.
And if you look even further down the road, the ambitions are, well, they're huge.
We're talking about things like using both hands for more complex interactions, way more advanced AI, and this is a big one, collaborating with fashion designers. They want to make the hardware a genuine fashion accessory, something you'd actually want to be seen wearing.
So, we've looked at the concept, the tech, the roadmap. What's the big takeaway here? Well, it all boils down to one really powerful central idea.
And this quote just says it all. It perfectly sums up the massive shift they're trying to create. It's not about a tool you carry anymore. It's about being an integrated part of you. The goal is for the tech itself to completely disappear, leaving you with just the experience.
And that leaves us with a pretty massive question to chew on, doesn't it? I mean, a world where you can project information anywhere, anytime, that sounds incredibly convenient. It offers this amazing new way to connect. But what happens when that line between our bodies and our data just completely dissolves? Is this the future of connection, or is it maybe the end of privacy as we know it? It's a huge question, and a really important one as we start to think about what's next.